I just finished Red Dead Redemption. No, not the wildly popular 2018 sequel. I'm talking about the RDR without a 2 at the end. This 2010 release is phenomenal, and I want to review it, so here we are. Red Dead's story is so widely known, it is practically a meme at this point. You won't have to look too hard to find some article or video that jokingly warns about spoiling the game, often with some remarks such as, "The game is 10 years old, lol." Despite this, I don't want to spoil it for anyone, so no spoilers here. What you need to know is that John Marston is a bad man trying to do good. The big, bad American government has sent men in suits to threaten his livelihood and all he holds dear, unless he complies and assists with the capture of some rather unsavory characters. It sounds cliché, it is cliché, but the writing is solid. It's a good example of an old story told well, and there are enough interesting, unique side missions sprinkled in to keep the plot feeling fresh. If you don't feel like conversing with slimy politicians, you can collect flowers for an old man or track down a missing horse and come back to the main story whenever you please. Here's where the game shines the most. Combat is, for the most part, good fun. There were a handful of glitches scattered throughout, and even one that required me to restart my console, but nothing too serious. Shooting baddies from horseback is fairly simple. The game has a handy lock-on targeting system that doesn't force itself on you. It's smart enough to know when there's a target in front of you and help you aim, but you aren't forced to stay locked on to that one thing. The game also won't pull you into the targeting system. For example, if you aim at a cactus, the game won't spin you around to shoot the guy behind you or anything crazy like that. Deadeye is the game's meter-based slow-mo targeting feature, and it's quite nice, although I often found myself running out of time to mark my targets before the meter depleted and John fired. With all of that being said, if you need a break from fighting people, there's also hunting, gambling, short films at the theater, taming or breaking horses, arm wrestling, horseshoe toss, and other fun minigames. Just don't try to go for a swim. The water is fatal. For an almost 10-year-old game, RDR is gorgeous. Aside from the odd technical glitches, I have only one complaint here. The print in the newspapers you occasionally get is tiny. There is a zoom function, but even with the camera zoomed in all the way, the text was often pixelated and difficult to make out. That's my only problem though, because other than that, the game is beautiful. I feel like I'm actually riding around the dusty roads of the Old West, gazing at amazing sunsets and dodging raindrops and heavy thunderstorms. RDR, at least in my case, had an occasional glitch where sound would cut out of the normal game, not cutscenes. A couple of times I had to reload a save when an NPC I was riding with stopped talking out loud, but subtitles said otherwise. This would also happen at the poker table. The other players would go quiet for an extended period of time. Again, reloading a save usually helped. My other issue with the game's sound has to do with the music. The game has a few beautifully sung pieces that are used to set the mood at certain key points in the game, such as upon riding into Mexico for the first time. Unfortunately, if, like me, you are prone to stopping your horse every 5 feet to get off and pick a flower, then you will be disappointed as the song fades away when you dismount. Don't get off your horse during the cool songs. My final score is 360 out of 400. Status: recommended. Red Dead Redemption is old but gold. It may be beaten by its sequel, but hey, it's not bad to break your own record. Red Dead is an epic Western drama. The cast, story characters, and gameplay all still hold up. So, if you find yourself itching for some Wild West action, it's still worth every penny. Yeehaw!